This happened in one of our leagues earlier today too. The 0013 pairing. This hand's pretty good. Hopefully they're not playing a combo deck. They're just doing good, honest things. Our turn 2 tireless tracker, turn 3 tireless tracker is going to be great. I've been standing for like 3 hours. I'm gonna sit my fat butt down. Enjoy the ride, chat. Oh. What decks do I think are the most unfair in Modern? It depends on what your definition of unfair is. Do you mean which decks do I think are the most powerful combo decks in Modern? Because my pick for the most powerful combo deck in Modern is definitely Grishelbrand, and I don't think it's close. Viscera Seer Blood Crypt. Are they playing Bubble Hulk? Nope. Street Wraith. Some kind of combo. I wonder if they're playing, yep, I was gonna say Metallic Mimic, Murderous Redcap. We could die as early as 2 turns from now. Let's go get my Stomping Ground tapped here. Put a bunch of clues into play. I'm gonna offer this trade because this is a combo piece for them. So for those that are unfamiliar, Metallic Mimic plus Sacrifice Outlet plus Murderous Redcap goes infinite. You include Amulet Titan in that category. I think Amulet Titan is fine, but I think it's less. It's a little bit less degenerate than what's it called is. I don't really have anything that this chord can get to interact with their combo, right? Right? I'm just like all in on the kill you plan game 1. We don't have a Scavenging Ooze, right? No, Murderous Redcap kills creatures too, so they just kill the voice and then kill us. I think we've gotten a clue, chat. All right. Hopefully they don't go land and to kill us. All right. Am I dead? Okay, that bodes well for us. I wonder if I was supposed to just chord for Vizier there. Or not Vizier. Am I supposed to chord for Devoted Druid that turn? Well, the good news is we get to force double chump blocks here, right? They have to block both of these, otherwise just crack 2 clues and kill them. Which means hopefully we're not dead next turn. So this is fine. Yes, you are under investigation, opponent, for crimes against the green-white drawing cards deck. I guess they could go untapped land, sack outlet, red cap, and just like get us still. I guess I should have played this out before cracking that clue. Our clues are helping us get to the bottom of this. Revoker's interesting. Path to Exile sounds great. Kitchen Finks is probably okay if they have a backup plan of beating us down. Can we talk about how good Tireless Tracker is again here for a second? And just how great he is? Can I board like this? Is this crazy? Yeah, Bog lets the knight interrupt their combo, right? What do we feel about this board plan? I've not seen the Postmortem Lunge deck. I think I like this plan. So I cut Ronus and Sahali. I don't really want to play Revoker because they almost certainly have 2 sacrifice outlets. So I think that's a little narrow. Yeah, relevant TCG links are welcome in chat. Pride Mage and Rex Sage killed a Mimic. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's technically one of their combo pieces. And they probably have, if they splash green, they have the Fiduciary card or whatever it's called in their deck. Fidunkery. Fidukin. Revoker dies to red cap. Yes, it does. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Thank you for the link. Lightning Greaves. Yeah, this is totally the deck we played against earlier today. This deck is neat. I don't know if it's good, but it's super neat. This hand is slow and doesn't do anything, right? This hand is also slow and mostly doesn't do anything. This is the best of the hands we've looked at and has landed on top. Sign me up. Remember, chat, you didn't have to mulligan. You got to mulligan. Mulliganing is a privilege. It's a bonus. It's not a punishment. Alright, I'm glad we boarded in Kitchen Finks since they have this as a backup plan. If we curve some lands out here, we'll be in a pretty good spot. Have to go just Tracker into company. We're paying for the Echo. That's scurry. Alright, we tried. It's metallic mimic, sure. Yeah, for sure, Nivik. Just gonna take this hit here. Concede when we break on a land. Let's run it back here a little bit more. Oh, I guess Kitchen Finks is actually pretty good here. I kind of want this card in my deck. I'm just gonna trim these Eternal Witnesses. I'm pretty unlikely to need to pick stuff back up. I think we can just beat them down with good honest creatures. Seems pretty good. The bog in the opener kind of sucks. That means they can't tutor it up. It's Worship in the sideboard. There's a deck list on your screen on the Twitch overlay. If you're on mobile, type !deck in chat. So we're definitely going to play Knight of the Reliquary on... They discarded a Thragtusk. We're definitely playing Knight of the Reliquary here. So that way we can play Tireless Tracker and activate our Knight next turn and just start getting a bunch of clues going. Man, we're going to get to Bog their Squee the Immortal and their... Oh, I guess Squee gets cast from exile too, doesn't he? It's kind of rude. Let's start getting a clue here. I would definitely ban Street Wraith. I think Street Wraith is a more obnoxious card from a design standpoint. I think letting people play 56 card decks at the cost of something that could be a drawback, that can often be a upside for people is kind of silly. Street Wraith should be banned for a lot of the same reasons that Gataxian Probe is not legal in my mind. Just one, we have a minimum deck size for a reason. It's 60 cards. We want people to play 60 cards. That's sad. Get another clue here at least. I think I'm gonna use the Knight this turn, crack a clue, and then next turn we'll start beating down with both Knights. The fact that Bauble is delayed is a big deal. Like, Faithless Looting at least has, like, a deck building restriction attached to it. Whereas, like, basically every degenerate deck plays Street Wraith just because the degenerate decks want to be more consistent so they can cycle more. Well, opponent's going to be blocking for a while, chat. Opponent is going to be blocking for a little while. Ooh, you know what's really good against people trying to block? Trample. How do you feel about Trample, opponent? Are you big on Trample these days? This Path to Exile in our hand hopefully means that we won't get comboed. I didn't say it did all of the same things that Gataxian Probe does. I agree with the assessment in chat that Gataxian Probe is a more powerful card than Street Wraith. I said it should be banned for a lot of the same reasons. Not all the same reasons, but a lot of them. They're just draining me? Okay. I mean, what is and isn't bannable, that's a discussion point. That's subjective. That depends on, like, what you want to get out of your format and, like, what types of cards you want to be legal. I completely agree that, like, what should and shouldn't be legal is a subjective point that you could have a discussion about. We ended up 3-2 with green-black. It was confirmed to be a modern deck. So I'm activating this for 0 because I want to leave Path to Exile up to interact with their combo this turn. Ooh, did that just flash on my OBS? It probably just flashed on my OBS. Sorry about that. Stupid Windows. Sorry about that. My computer started like it was starting to run hot, so I wanted to load up my hardware monitor to watch the numbers because I had the system lock up on me the other night. I was trying to watch and make sure that doesn't happen, or if it does happen, have my logs going. So if I shock this in here, I haven't actually done the math yet, but I'm pretty sure they're dead. Thanks to my friend Kessig Wolf Run. All right. 1-0 to start the league. Beating the Dirty Kitty. We gave the Dirty Kitty a bath, chat. Hosed it off. Thanks everyone for hanging out here tonight. Hope everyone's having a great Monday. Good start to your week. Hanging out playing some Modern. I'm live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon into the evenings. This is our 4th deck, Modern deck that we played here tonight. If you're interested in learning how I can play your deck on stream, be sure to check out bit.ly/HugelSellout. This deck, like most of the decks that we play here, are user-submitted deck lists. We play a lot of different sweet things that people send in, and we give hopefully some useful feedback on it, hopefully some fun feedback. At any rate, we play. I mean, they had green mana, so I can only assume that it was in there. Tireless Tracker is real good. Tireless Tracker is real good. Yeah, for people asking earlier why you play Knight, that's why. Knight's great. Knight's really good. Seems decent. I have not had anyone submit Hardened Scales Affinity as of yet. It would be a fine deck list to play, though. It seems sweet. Glimpse the unthinkable. Let's talk about matchups that are bad for my creature toolbox deck. Definitely Mill. Mill is certainly on the list. In fact, looking here, they buried 3 Vizier of the Remedies there. Hexproof here is going to be great. I do not play Standard. We only play Modern and Legacy for the most part. I'm sure at some point in a really sad future, maybe people will get bored of Modern, but until people get bored of Modern, I don't really intend to. Oh, that's my 3rd Vizier of Remedies. That's okay. I have this Eternal Witness, right? So we get to kill them this turn? I think we kill them this turn, right? I play this. I play this Eternal Witness. I pick my Vizier up. I put a counter on here. If they had Surgical there, we would have been in trouble. Wizards confirm. Can you post a link? Links are great. All right. All right. So we're gonna do the Truffle Shuffle here, the Kansas City Shuffle, whatever you want to call it. How am I killing them? Is my Rowanus in my discard pile? Is my other Eternal Witness in my discard pile? I have my other Eternal Witness in my discard pile in my deck still, right? There's no Witness up here. So I'm gonna cord for cord for 3. Grab Rowanus back. Grab Rowanus. Seriously? I can always feel the salt when they're deterministically dead and making me click through it. Alright, God bless. That's awesome. Well, we kind of knew that was coming, right? Or we assumed that was coming or something similar. All right, how am I boarding against Storm? How am I boarding against Storm? Well, Arena's going to have Kaladesh in it. They've said they plan to add Kaladesh to Arena. Is Teague good enough? They usually have enchantments and stuff, so the Pride Mage and the Rex Sage are good for sure. They usually don't play 2 spells in a turn, right? Is this not a Knight of the Reliquary matchup? Actually, it's probably not a Tireless Tracker matchup, right? I don't really want to draw cards. They play Wraths. Teague is great. Teague is a little suspect in this deck. Teague in our 4 company 3 Court of Calling deck seems a little bit loose. Is it based on every month or every 30 calendar days? Basically, every time you re-up your sub alcohol. So when your sub renews, that's when you send in the next deck list. So I guess that comes down to every 30 days, not every new calendar month. Oh, they put lands in the graveyard for us. Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, if this card's here to just tag against sweepers, it should probably be a Selfless Spirit, right? I unfortunately don't think I can keep a hand that doesn't do anything till turn 3. Sahali's really good in this matchup, but I think I just can't keep that hand. Well, this hand is great. I would like another land, though. The classic bottom card, draw same card. What can you tell me about Peru, Illinois? I couldn't even point out Peru on a map exclusive cards. I think that's somewhere in central Illinois, though. Well, Teague doesn't really do much against Titan Shift because Teague doesn't stop Primeval Titan. Have a good night, Soul. Thanks for dropping by. Whelp. Things just got a lot more difficult. I think creating another new format is good. I think, like, if you look at the number of sets that are in Modern now, it's a similar number of sets to the number of sets that were in Legacy when they created Modern. Boom, this is your fault, Justin, is what you're saying. What you're saying is that what I'm currently experiencing is completely on you. Get some knights online, right? There's 2 knights in our bin already, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I honestly wouldn't mind having a new non-rotating format that is a little bit slower, has a little bit less degeneracy in it, is a little bit more mid-rangey. They did extirpate Devoted Druid. Get extirpated. Yes, that's all I want, Trey. I want a non-rotating format without fetch lands, too. Get the fetch lands out of here. Does Origins Forward put fetch lands in the format? I don't remember where Origins and Cons line up. Origins was after Cons, right? I think Origins would be my pick for a place to start my ideal next non-rotating format. Ooh, found a piece of candy. Hey, Cemetery, magic is neat. It is neat. And thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Fetches will eventually return. I don't think that's true. I think it's pretty unlikely that we ever get fetches back. I don't think Wizards of the Coast has any desire to ever officially recognize Pauper. They don't really monetize Pauper particularly well. Not only are fetch lands bad for coverage, but fetch lands are kind of a loophole that allows for potential abuse for players that are looking to cheat. The difference between Frontier and a new format that would be created by Wizards of the Coast is that Frontier never had any official support. Frontier was a format that was created by stores in Japan that were looking to sell excess backlog Magic cards that they couldn't sell because they weren't modern playable. That's why Frontier exists. every time you're encouraging players to manipulate their library time, you're giving players a chance to have abuse and shuffle cheat and things like that. Sleight of hand, yes. It's hard to execute shuffling cheats when you're not shuffling. Yes, it doesn't prevent cheating altogether, but it does allow for extra windows for cheating to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and ruinous a courser here. Get frisky here, hopefully. They could have a damnation under this Shelldock Isle. Jared Betcher, yep. Oh, we're getting Crypt Incursion. Yeah, I was like, well, they're going to play the card that gains health. Yep, 43. Yep. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I was gonna go ahead and play this out. Just want to get them in for max damage. Sleight of hand won't be legal in whatever new non-rotating format exists. Hey, Alec Pergio, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. And there's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch right now. I appreciate you choosing to support my content this month. Ten cards left in my deck. Is this a glimpse? Oh. Not my deck list, Frenzied Mage. Generally, these decks play multiple combo finishes, though. I'd assume it's because sometimes one dies, or gets milled, or is bad in other spots. Sahali's also just, like, good as just a good magic card. That also happens to be a combo piece. Sahali, worth noting, though, the way her combo works, she can't kill through blockers, whereas Rowanus can. I think this is a mulligan. It just doesn't do anything fast enough. I'm gonna keep this with a scry. Ding. Fast Sahali on the play is very good. I mean, we have lots of Magic formats, bind. Like, Magic is the great game that it is because it's a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Like, trying to force everyone to play Magic in the same way would encourage a lot of people to just never play Magic. Like, Magic is popular because of the variety and types of gameplay that it offers. I prefer Magic Online at this point. Just not having to worry about people cheating is kind of huge. That is true. If we top deck a land, we can just kill them here. We did not top deck a land because we're very unlucky. That's fine. We can still play Sahali out. No, I did not board above 60 post board. Boarding extra cards in means that you're going to have a harder time drawing lands, chat. And it's okay to not like Standard, right? Like, it's okay to not like Standard because we have other formats like this one to watch. The actual answer is that you'll never know who the good cheaters are because, well, they're good cheaters because they don't get caught, right? Yeah, I think they were trying to target us with a spell there. Like I said, we've talked about it before. Like, Standard might be great right now, but I honestly just feel like Standard's just been like this abusive relationship for so long where I'm just like, man, I just don't really want to give it a chance because, like, every time I've given it a chance in recent memory, it's just abused me. They probably have Damnation in their deck or Fatal Push, but they need to turn on Fatal Push. So actually, maybe I was supposed to chord for Godok Teague last turn. They probably can't beat Godok Teague plus her. I'm going to stop on their upkeep and chord for Godok Teague. And like, she protects. God, this is a sweet kind of lock, huh? Because they can't take Teague off the table till they kill her because she gives Teague hexproof. This is my Kithkin advisor. He likes to recommend that my opponents don't kill me. Look at him. Look at him and his staff. Speak softly and carry a big stick. Ew, sweet. We're 2-1 with our combo company deck. Thank you everyone for hanging out here tonight. Hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you're at in the world. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time TCG player and content producer here on Twitch. I stream Magic 30 plus hours a week here on this channel. I'm live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, afternoon into the evening, as well as some other mornings and random times like that. If you're enjoying my content and you want to help me make more of this content and keep doing this full time, please consider subscribing to my channel on Twitch. Subscriptions start at $4.99 a month, or if you're someone with Amazon Prime, if you link that to your Twitch account, that comes with Twitch Prime for free, and you can subscribe to my channel and support my content without paying anything extra yourself. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags there. Celestial Raven with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much for that. And there's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch right now, so I appreciate you choosing to support my content this month with your Twitch Prime. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your Magic cards into other Magic cards directly with other players. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee right off the top. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anaronix, Justin, Nivik, and you. At the very least, please make sure you hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. I always try and put the names of the decks that we're going to be playing on a given day in the stream title so you can kind of get a little bit of heads up and know if I'm going to be playing something that sounds sweet to you. And if you can't catch something live that sounds sweet, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. You can always watch all of my stuff there. I assume you mean Blue-Red Prison, Angel Court, and Just Kinda Here. He's still the forerunners for Louisville. I've ruled Angel Court out at this point. It's just too clunky. It's just not efficient enough to keep up with the modern decks. I think I'm actually favoring Green-Black mid-range at this point. Green-Black Rock, whatever you want to call it. I think that's the deck I've been enjoying the most. Nahiri and Prison are still on my mind. I need to play the Prison deck some more. I think we're going to play Prison tomorrow, maybe. I need to update the donation deck list spreadsheet at the end of the stream today and see what has the most points before we figure out what exactly we're playing. Have I considered recording the plugs and then playing them and taking a small break in the meantime? That just feels so impersonal to me, Calhones. I like to break when someone says something funny in chat. I like to break when someone subscribes in the middle of it, so it feels more natural to me to just talk it out. Also, starting tomorrow, I'm adding another sponsor. So I'm actually going to be breaking my sponsor page up into 2 pages, so that way the ad breaks are shorter instead of having long ad breaks. My goal is to not be a Star City Games stream where it's mostly ad breaks. What would you replace the Rip with in the Jeskai deck? Equinox, if you check the last 5 minutes of the Jeskai stream from yesterday, we talked a little about changes I would make to the deck and why. I think the Antiquities War is just worse than Tezzeret. How does Card Sphere work? Card Sphere is like a Puka trade type system where they're not going to deflate their own currency because their currency is directly transferable to cash. So it's like Puka trade without the shitty parts, basically. It is not a food sponsor, but it is a non-magic, non-gaming sponsor. It's my first non-gaming sponsor, so I'm kind of excited. Elves. Okay. This matchup probably isn't terrible for us, but this hand is not particularly good here. Against a deck like this, we probably would rather have a fast combo start than anything. Antiquity, but Tezzeret's hard to kill too, because when you play your Tezzeret, Tezzeret finds Ensnaring Bridge. When you play Tezzeret, it finds Ensnaring Bridge. From what I understand about MKM, Card Sphere is very similar to MKM. Uplift did not give in. Uplift did not give in. What's going on, Mixmaster? Yeah, we're in match 3 of this league. I think it's gonna be the last league of the evening here. Courser, Knight, Courser. I'm gonna play the Knight of the Reliquary. Give us a little flexibility with this Courser. Card Sphere is not my new sponsor. Card Sphere is my most recent sponsor on the scroller now. I have a 6th sponsor starting May 1st, which is tomorrow. Because I'm really good at shilling and finding more people to shill for. Does Hexproof beat... No? Why would Hexproof beat Craterhoof? Craterhoof just attacks. Master shill, right? Alright, I think this Azuri's just going to be lethal. We really don't have any interaction in our deck. Well, I guess they don't have a way to generate a lot of mana. They just have Heritage Druid right now. And the fact that my combo needs a turn to go off means I'm just drawing dead here, right? Blocking with the Knight isn't winning us the game. We're just gonna die to this Azuri. I think I'm gonna hedge and board in Worship here. Revoker's probably fine for naming Azuri. That's one of their best ways to kill us, excuse me. This is not a Tireless Tracker matchup. This is probably a Path to Exile matchup. Is Cutting Collected Company nuts? What do you think about this? Teague shuts off as many of our cards as it shuts off of theirs. I can leave one company in. You have 27 hits. That's probably fine. I think I like this. Kinda. I mean, Elves Goldfish isn't until turn 3, which makes its Goldfish kinda slow against some of the faster decks in Modern. Scene seems decent. I'd like to keep. I'm gonna top that, and we're just gonna fetch it away here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Teague in this deck either. I think Teague cuts off too many of her own spells to be that too reasonable. Eidolon doesn't really hose the opponent. It slows them down a turn or two, and it's only really good very quick on the play. Let me rephrase. If I could guaranteed have Eidolon turn 2, I would always board it in. But I just can't. Trey, Jeff Stream for Life, Fairies, Kiki's Hex, Peep, Kiki, and now Shill. I like how Shill's the mode of the stream. What's Hogland up to these days? He's selling out. He's good at it. Or would I change the Teague for? I don't know. It depends on what matchup I want that slot for. I think you want at least one card that hedges sweepers, and Teague kind of does that. I think not having a Selfless Spirit in R75 is probably wrong. But I also really like Selfless Spirit. We do want to take Worship out because Glintleaf Palace does mean that they have Shaman in the pack. We didn't really quite get enough information to know that in the first game. No, that's not true at all, Schold. There's a lot of sideboard cards where what's the best way to phrase this? Getting Eidolon on turn 3 against Storm is reasonable a lot of the time still. Cause like look at here. If I played Eidolon turn 3 in this matchup, it'd be pretty slow, right? Like they've already vomited their hand onto the board, and at this point only playing one spell per turn for them isn't really that big of a deal. Well, this is awkward. All right. Unlike my opponents, who always have it, I don't have a payoff here, so we just have to pass the turn. It would be Shildock Isle. That's great. We ideally want Stomping Ground with the Windswept Teeth, because Stomping Ground makes Cussing Wolf run lethal. Good thing to point out. Hey, the gang's all here. Why do I want to path the Heritage Druid? I would much rather path their payoff. They have infinite mana, chat. Once they have 4 mana, more mana doesn't really do anything. Just kill their payoffs. They didn't really do anything explosive this turn. And if they did do something this turn that I actually cared about, we would just path the thing we actually cared about. All right, a lot of lethal draws here. And by a lot, I mean like 6. Your move. Yeah, I agree. Arc Druid is one of the things we're saving our Path to Exile for. Take 6 here. Get my blocks on. I agree. There's a lot of draws where this deck just doesn't do anything. That's true, Trey. We certainly have infinite mana and they do not. I think I'm pathing one of their 2/2s at this point since I have 2 paths. Block, 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 path this, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Even a Panglacial Worm would be huge. Yeah, Birds is 2 health at some point. They have enough, that's true. I'm not salty at all, chat. I'm not salty at all. I'm gonna get to block with the bird next turn. I haven't figured out if I'm dead yet. Let's find out together, shall we? Block here. Block here. Block here. Jump here. Trade here. Path this. Take exactly 1, 2, 3. Yep. Right? I mean, we're not dead, but I can't win the game without the Viziers, right? Have I made an article on Hearthstone yet? I've not, but I've got a couple kicking around in my head. We could company into the perfects. Yeah, that's true. It's true, we could company into the perfects. There's one company in our deck right now. My thoughts on the game is that I was really pleasantly surprised on how much depth and interaction the gameplay offers. I think I did the typical Magic player thing for a long time and kind of wrote it off as not possibly being anywhere nearly as interactive as Magic the Gathering, just because nothing can be as good as Magic the Gathering, right? When in reality, like, there's lots of different games that are kind of sweet. The worst part about this Shockland is I can't even shock myself and die. Because when you're at 1, you can't pay 2 health. Oh, Corda calling. Too little, too late. Alright, 2-1. Solidly on track to 3-2. So, Stefan, and part of my article is going to be about that too. I feel like a lot of the people that talk about getting a return on their investment out of Magic, like, a lot of people are lying to themselves, right? Like, the number of people that actually turn a profit on Magic is very few and far between. And in reality, this hand was probably supposed to be a mulligan. I don't know. It's got Horizon Canopy. This could go either way. A lot of us are playing these games because we enjoy playing them, right? Like, I'm probably, as someone who's streaming full time now, in like a small fraction of a percent of someone that like actually derives my income purely from playing Magic, right? Like, and even I'm here by and large because it's something I enjoy doing, right? Like if I was in this for the money, like if I was working just from a money standpoint, I would be writing software, right? I just want some of my magic back when I sell it eventually. Sure, but recoup some of your losses. But overall, magic in general tends to be more expensive than Hearthstone too, right? So like, if you lost $200 on your magic investment when you sell back out, that's no different. That's no different than when you just gave Hearthstone $200, right? Like that $200 that you lost on your investment wasn't a loss. It was money you spent to get enjoyment from a hobby. And don't get me wrong, I've said those same words you've just said a number of times, tons of times. I've repeated what you've just said tons of times. And what you just said is a reason that I've told myself constantly to avoid trying playing Hearthstone. And when I finally just like acted like an adult and was like, I'm playing this game Hearthstone as a hobby to try and see if it's something I enjoy, I was like, oh, this is actually a really good game and I'm actually enjoying playing it from a gameplay perspective. I'm not playing this to try and make money. I'm not playing this because it's a stock market. I'm doing this because it's a game that I'm hopefully going to have fun playing. And like, you know, Magic, like Hearthstone and other collectible card games, and like Arena, like these are things that like we can only play because we're people that have disposable income, right? So like if I'm taking my disposable income and putting it towards that to gain entertainment, that's fine. I'm just saying at the end of the day, you should play games because you enjoy them, not because they're mini stock markets. Unless playing the mini stock market is something you enjoy. Like, there's a lot of people that do MTG Finance, not even to make money, but it's just because they enjoy playing it like a game. I'm actually not entirely sure how much more money I would make playing Hearthstone. Also, I'm not sure, like, Hearthstone is a game that I would want to play 40 hours a week. Like, I'm enjoying playing it a few hours a week here and there. I'm enjoying playing it an hour every morning at the gym on my tablet. So I have no intentions of stopping playing Magic the Gathering on Twitch and streaming Hearthstone full time. I enjoy playing Magic. The Magic community has been awesome to me, and I have no intentions of dropping that to stream a different game. Well, you could argue, Frenzied Mage, that the lack of leagues is one of the things I really like about Hearthstone. Like, the fact that you have to... Magic Online is a really interesting, what I can only describe as a legal loophole, right? Like, Magic Online is basically gambling. I'm sure there's a WotC lawyer out there that just like hit a red button and is panicking because I'm number 2 in the Magic section on Twitch while I just said that. But the way that you cash tickets in and out of the system and pay on-demand fees to play, like, let's be real with ourselves. Let's be real with ourselves, right? Basically being nice. Yes, it is literally gambling. I agree. I was trying to give us some wiggle room, chat. It is literally gambling. I agree with that assessment. Okay, hopefully these collected companies are good. We need to hit a devoted druid here, right? If we hit a devoted druid, we have a chance to kill them next turn. None of those are devoted druid. If we would have hit a devoted druid here, we would have had a chance to win this game. This probably means we can't win. Trying to think. Yeah, the lack of main deck interaction in this deck that just like doesn't linear super efficiently feels kind of bad. It does. After someone who's like played feel smart decks a lot, it feels good to just like beat face on occasion. Well, I can't cast another collected company here. Yeah, I think it's Rowanus plus Knight, right? That's not lethal, but it's probably pretty close, right? Is that 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 16? God, I'm too short, right? Yeah, I'm too short. This can get Kessig Wolf run, but I don't think that matters, right? I don't think that matters. If I attack with these... Yeah, I can force him to block. I can force the block. Double Rowanus. Not if they block. Double Rowanus plus Crack a Clue. So they block, say, here. And I give 4. This gives Trample, right? So they're going to soak. So I'm attacking for 5. And then 2 activations and a clue is 10. And this is 14, 18, 20. And they get to block 6. So I get to force a block here. I do get to force a block, which is nice, I guess. I get to force a trade here. They can't block Eternal Witness because I'm dealing 20. So if they block Eternal Witness, I just like pump up my other dorks and kill them. So if they no block, so they block Witness, they die here by my count. Yeah, because I've got +5. Yeah, I tweeted the other day, there's countries in the EU that are classifying loot boxes as gambling, but are explicitly excluding booster packs from gambling. Booster packs are gambling by every definition of every reasonable definition of gambling. You're paying money for something that you don't know what you're getting, and you could open something that's worth nothing on a secondary market or worth literally $100 on the secondary market. Like, that's gambling. So I'm gonna go ahead and Rowanus here. Force this trade. Put them to 7. Please don't kill me with Scape Shift, opponent. But WotC isn't responsible for the secondary market? Sure. Oh, that's a beating. Yep. Gavany was not lethal. I didn't sack the clues to save because I wanted to play Collected Company, because if they played any mountain, they could kill my thing. Now I just get to go ahead. They need a bolt in their hand to not die here. I didn't save the tracker because I wanted to cast Collected Company, chat. I didn't save the tracker because I wanted to cast Collected Company. The tracker would have died to this Windswept Heath. This Windswept Heath's going to deal 6 points of damage. I think we're going to steal this here. If they have a bolt in their hand, they might be okay. He's cycling a... They have a beast within in their deck? What? Sure. That's so weird. Okay. This is game one, Spawn. This is game one. I understand that it's an okay sideboard card. This is game one, though. Which was why I was surprised by it. Alright. Let's do that, I guess. This unfortunately cannot pump itself. Good news. Putting them to 1 turns off future fetch lands. If... Oh, I could have used Gavany Township because it would have made the beast bigger. Yeah, that was the line. Thank you for pointing that out. I definitely, if I would have activated this, it would have made this a 4/4 and it would have made this a 6/6. I was thinking I had to activate this to save my stuff, but that was not correct. Yeah. I had in my head that they were at 7, but the fact that they were cracking the fetch land meant that they were going to 6. If they don't kill us here, I get to go Duskwatch Recruiter, activate Ronis, kill them. Alright, sweet, they're dead. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Tom. Oh, no, wait. I wouldn't have been able to attack, right? They would have just killed the beast instead and left the Courser alone? All right, worship. Actually, I don't even know that I want to bring in... I don't even know that I want to bring in worship in this matchup. Do I even want to sideboard... Do I even want to sideboard anything in here? I kind of just want to click submit. Because, like, they just use their Valakuts to kill all our creatures like they did that game, right? Yeah, and they showed us Beast Within, which makes worship worse. Yeah, I'm just gonna click submit. Teague doesn't stop Primeval Titan. It only stops Scape Shift, and it stops 7 of our cards. I don't think Teague should be in the sideboard. Sahali protects our creatures from their removal spells, and she's also a payoff for infinite mana. Yeah, I agree. There should probably be both Selfless Spirit and Forge Tender. At a bare minimum, there should be a Selfless Spirit or two. I'm gonna give you a 10-minute timeout to think about what you just said. Think about why the Valakut deck, why we don't need to play around Blood Moon against the Valakut deck. Gaining health from Kitchen Finks isn't really relevant to this matchup. When they Scape Shift us, they generally have plenty of lands. We're not pressuring them to make them go off with Scape Shift sooner. I mean, this hand's really good, right? It's turn 2 Druid, turn 3 Sahali. No, Teague's not good enough. Teague doesn't stop Primeval Titan, chat. And it turns off 7 of our cards. Teague should not be in this deck. Sorry, Dwight, you're not good enough. Put me in, coach. I love when you pop up in chat and are just like, no, please, board me in. I'm great, I swear. I'm just an honest little 3-2 trying to get by in a modern world. Courser of Crewfix allows you to see more cards per game a lot of the time. It also gives you extra value with like Knight of the Reliquary shuffles and things of that nature. Yeah, sounds good, alcohol. This is a good time of night for people that are looking to send in donation deck lists. You should whisper them to me or message me on Twitter. After I finish streaming, the first thing I do is always fire up all of my different accounts and check my messages from people for the last 6 or 7 hours and see who sent me what and approve and reject things. The fuck is that? Yep, that's a card. Sure. All right, we kill them next turn, right? They're dead. If they don't kill this Devoted Druid, they're dead. Need a lightning bolt here. There are plenty of other cards that are good against Ad Nauseam. If you wanted a second card that's not Eidolon of Rhetoric against Ad Nauseam, you could play Aethersworn Canonist. Oh, they're not actually dead this turn, right? Crap. I need a white mana, right? That's unfortunate. So this is why Sahali is a touch awkward, right? She needs a white mana to be a payoff here. She isn't a fully green payoff. So like, if this was Walking Ballista or Rowanist, they'd be dead, but it's not, so they're not. And they're probably gonna get a chance to sweep us here. I got too excited, chat. I got too excited. Play Manamorphosed. My body is ready to die. Even Titan here probably wins the game for them. They have a lot of draws that are very good. They're definitely not a favorite to win the game from here. Landscape Shift is lethal. Are they just hoping I don't know how magic works? Maybe they don't know how magic works. Man, they're about to be really sad. This is not going to have the results you're looking for it to have, opponent. This is resolves. Man, I'll never forget. I was playing an IQ one time, and I was 3-0 in the 4th round, and my Scapeshift opponent cast Scapeshift with 6 lands in play, and they're like, deal 15 to you, kill you, and I was like, that's not how your Valakut works, please read it. And we had to get Judge involved, and they were like, oh, I've been killing people with 6 land Scapeshifts all day, I had no idea. I was like, well then. Guessing Wolfrun is lethal here, and it's lethal faster than Saheli. So this is actually an important moment for people in chat. My opponent that was killing people with 6 land Scapeshifts in that tournament, they weren't cheating if they genuinely didn't know how their card works. Yeah, I'm using W, Shannon. My opponent just isn't auto-yielding to the trigger is the issue. Now they're auto-yielding. My Vizier is feeling like a biggin. Well, it isn't up to the opponent. If you announce triggers, on the stack that aren't legal triggers to put on the stack, you're breaking the rules. If you know you're breaking the rules when you do that, you're cheating. Cheating in Magic not only requires that you break the rules, but it requires that you be aware of the fact that you are breaking the rules. You cannot accidentally cheat in competitive Magic by the definition of cheating that competitive Magic uses. And that's a very important distinction. That's why whenever anyone posts a video of someone doing a mistake or some kind of misplay that ends up giving them an advantage on camera, they always scream that they're cheating on Reddit and social media sites. The intent is important and matters in Magic. The context is important. What are they going to do? Slaughter pack me and then Manamorphose to pay for it? Maybe I'll clip that and put it on my YouTube as a rant. I've been trying to clip some of the little wisdom nuggets that we say on occasion. I'm gonna make a note of that. Cheating rant end of green-white video. This seems good. Well, I explained the 6 landscape shift. Valakut says you need 5 other mountains, right? Someone just put the text of, you need 5 other mountains. So in order to have 1 mountain and then 5 more mountains, it's like saying I have 1 kid and 5 other kids. That means I have 6 kids total. Yes, turn 2 Courser seems great here. Don't bolt me. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. This card's actually really good against Courser 2, though, because it means it can't block. Well, see, here's the thing. When a lot of people misread Valakut, a lot of them don't think Valakut's a mountain in my experience. In my experience, a lot of people just read the word 5 mountains and they ignore the word other and they just assume it works with 5 total mountains. So we're dead. think we're dead. Doing nothing on turn 2 against 8 whack usually means you die. Their hair is great. You are not wrong. I guess they only have 1 card left, so they can't have 2 goblin grenades. We're taking 6 here down to 11. I don't think the wording on Valakut is that bad, to be fair. I think people are just careless and don't have a good attention for details, what it comes down to. Let's rip a spirit guide for Coco, right? So we're going to make this not be able to block. We're going to take 5 this turn down to 6. They have 1 card left. I'm going to play this. I'm going to crack this. End up at 7. Pass the turn here. Nothing to see here, opponent. Don't mind me. Nah, I guess I want to leave this back to force them to pay a mana. Klutz said it's impossible to win against goblins. This deck is like Klutz's Kryptonite. I'm sure their last card is Goblin Grenade. Oh, Magic the Gathering. I can't Collected Company for the win there, chat. Devoted Druid can't make mana while it's summoning sick. Oh, this gains Trample. Why does this card give... Why does a red card give Trample? This card giving Trample is like... Flying Vigilance being a green-black mechanic. So that sounds right. Red is definitely a Trample is definitely a red mechanic. Good news. They can't beat this card. I've got some good news, chat. We've got an ace in the hole. I've got some good news. We've got an ace in the hole. Yeah, I guess Eidolon stopping their wax is probably fine too. I want this as a payoff, I think. Alright, let's do it. Dwight, get in here, Dwight! Let's do it! Let's do it! Seems great. If we lose with this hand, Goblins is tier 0 and when we should all be playing it. Just so chat understands. Goblins is tier 0 if they win has been declared. via USB 2.0. That sounds like hell. That's a layer of hell. Oh, Mog Fanatic and Raging Goblin. Damn it, Mog Fanatic. It's just rude. Stop it. I love my birds. I love my birds. Stop throwing stuff at them. Don't do it. You could have let the bird live. That's true. They aren't killing me. I think I'm going to lead on Courser here because I don't want my knight to die to a lightning bolt. The new Pirate Goblin is not a strict upgrade from Fnatic because it requires to tap to sacrifice it. It's a little bit different. It's functionally different. It's not strictly better. 100%. This match, I think we're okay this game so far. We've got a lot of health gain in our hand here. And we're still at a pretty high health total. But game 3 on the draw, we're gonna have a little bit of an uphill battle for sure. This card is so annoying. What he lacks in stature, he makes up for with enthusiasm. Maybe I'm supposed to play Knight there. The extra 2 health from this doesn't matter right away. Although I guess trying to dig to a fetch land is probably reasonable before I Knight. I'm just going to pass the turn back here. I just want max blockers, I think. Once we establish a board with Collected Company and Knight, we'll be able to start pressuring. I only watch the stream to have you read Goblin flavor text. I do what I can, really. So now they get to make Courser not block, and then Kitchen Finks can't profitably block because these are going to gain First Strike and Trample. You can't even block, Dwight. This chat is full of certified Goblin experts. I will say the one thing that I find really funny from watching Hearthstone streams, a meme in that community is that the chat is rank 25 because that's the rank you start at on the Hearthstone ladder at the bottom, which I just find very funny. I would accompany at sorcery speed on my turn, I think. Just because I think I would prefer... Well, it depends if there's a land on top of my deck. If we get to play a land off the top, I'm going to hold the company. But if there's not a land on top of my deck, I'm going to company now so I could try and hit a land. But we hit a land, so... I guess I'm just going... Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to attack him for 3. Let's turn the corner here a little bit. Is Goblins a real deck? Yeah, I think it's very competitive. I think this Goblins deck is fairly competitive. Are Hearthstone streams going to become a regular thing? Maybe once a week or so. I don't have enough time to add a ton of Hearthstone in on top of the 30 hours of Magic or so that I do a week, but on occasion. I might like wrap up some Magic nights with an hour or so of Hearthstone, just because like Hearthstone's a game that I could like play for 45 minutes to an hour, whereas like Magic leagues are often a bigger commitment than that. If you missed my first Hearthstone stream the other night and you enjoy Hearthstone, there are 3 videos on my YouTube channel. We played Tempo Mage, Spell Hunter, and Odd Rogue and Miracle Rogue. So there's 3 videos of those on my YouTube. Hello, wife. Are the children asleep, Christy? Are the children sleeping? If this collected company bricks, I might have to just concede. I don't know if whoa, they didn't pay. Okay, so Courser gets to block. That's exciting. Ding. That's the opposite of a brick. I would like to move to blocks. Yeah, I could have left Ghost Quarter up there. It really doesn't matter, I don't think. Well, I actually just put a stop on my upkeep because I intend to Ghost Quarter myself and shuffle this. Although that block there, or that bolt there, does mean I don't get to look at the top card anymore. I think I still want to Ghost Quarter and shuffle that land, though. Fucking Magic Online. Never not shuffle the thing away, draw the same thing. Every single time. Look, for those of you that are new to the stream, I'm not going to say that there's a shuffle bug or a scribe bug with Magic Online because we don't have enough data or information to determine that deterministically. What I will say, though, is that we can only assume that the shuffling code and the scrying code on Magic Online was written with the same pristine quality as the rest of the software. Hey, just wanted to say Knight of the Reliquary is my favorite Magic card ever. Say awesome, Jeff. Zelgotha, thanks for the 7-month free subscription. I do appreciate that. Welcome back. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna grab a Gavany Township here. Sahali. All right. So if I ace base, smash face. You know what else shouldn't be hard, Nivik? You know what else shouldn't be hard? Making the cards be the right color shouldn't be hard. But somehow Magic Online manages to make that difficult for themselves. Things that shouldn't be hard. Most of the things that are, you know what else shouldn't be hard? A wall that makes mana. That probably shouldn't be hard to code. It's all I'm gonna say. I am in fact playing only two mana leaks in Nahiri. superior engine's a low bar. That's like saying this new pile of poop is gonna smell slightly less bad than the old pile of poop. Doesn't have Frample this time, so we're not dead. God bless. Alright, good. I figured out how to block. Kill you on the backswing. Alright, should we even play this last game, chat? This is a modern deck, so we know we can't finish better than 3 and 2, right? So, like, should I even bother playing? What do we think? What does the chat think? Should we even bother? I make up for being interactive by making copious amounts of mistakes. Thanks everyone for hanging out through the end of the stream tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and this will be our last game of the evening. We've been going for almost 6.5 hours. I'm gonna hit publish on a bunch of stuff on my YouTube channel. If you didn't watch the earlier Modern Leagues tonight, I'll be live again tomorrow afternoon about 3 p.m. Central Standard Time with more Magic the Gathering. I don't know what format we're gonna be playing. We'll either be playing Modern or Legacy. I'm gonna keep this with Path to Exile, actually. They mulliganed. I think Path into nothing into Finks into Company is probably an okay curve. Turn 1 Bushwhacker. That bodes well for us, I think. All right. If we can bridge this gap here, we'll be in a pretty good spot. This will help us stabilize a little bit, and then bam into bam. I'm looking forward to paying 4 mana to rearrange the bottom 6 cards of my deck, personally. It's going to use this as a gain, too, basically. It's more than 2 overall, right? Because, like, it's getting rid of this one. So not only is it not doing 2 this turn, but it's, like, not going to attack us next turn as well. Hopefully we draw a mana creature or another path here. Just some kind of 1 or 2 mana spell. Gosh, we're so smart and thin. Just the smartest, thinnest Magic the Gathering streamer ever. What a tilt. What a tilt. Well, that's great. Deal. No blocks. What did we lose to? We had a really terrible draw against elves in the second game. We, like, had Devoted Druid and Vizier of Remedies and just, like, didn't draw a payoff for, like, 5 turns. I don't know what Reciprocate does. I can't tell you the text on that card offhand. That seems kind of narrow. I think you want to kill things before they deal damage to you. It's pretty conditional. It's probably not good enough. Yeah, I agree with that. Oust and Condemn both seem more reasonable. I'm a big fan of Oust. I think that card probably doesn't see enough play. I think if you're looking for another that type of effect, Oust is probably what you want. Exile target creature after it kills you with damage on the stack. I think Oust is the droid you're looking for. If you only have white mana to kill things, Oust is decent. Hey, Frazier, with the 2-month resubscription. Thank you very much for re-upping. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for helping me continue to do what I do here every single day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. This is actually interesting. Am I supposed to take the... I'm supposed to take Courser Finks here, right? Am I supposed to take Courser Finks or am I supposed to take the combo? The fact that they have Loyalist and Pile Driver kind of makes me want to take the combo. All right, so what we've got 6 looks. Looking for a Rowanus or a Duskwatch. We came here to combo, right? Ding. So this is lethal. We just have to click through it. You have to generate enough mana to activate Duskwatch infinite times here so we can find our Rowanus. Just gotta do the Kansas City shuffle here for a little while. Thankfully, we have 18 minutes to do this. So, you can mark this one down as a W, chat, if you wanna mosey on along. I don't blame you. Look at that dance. Look at the truffle shuffle. Do the truffle shuffle, little druid. Don't mind me, opponent. Just getting carpal tunnel here. All right, and now I have to click on this man every single time here. I'm not going to activate Kessig Wolfrun. I don't have red mana. I'm going to get Rowanus. And then Rowanus can pump up 2 of my creatures. To set the bar low, it's not as bad as Bomberman combo. You are correct. To set the bar low, it's not as bad as Bomberman combo. I was using the button. I'm aware of the shortcuts, chat. I was using the button. There's a Rowanus in here somewhere, chat. Did I board out Rowanus? I don't think so. Fuck, did I board everything out? Oh, Magic's fucking great. Opponent is ghosting, and do you boarded out the combo, right? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast this Knight of the Reliquary here, and then this Noble Hierarch, and then I'm gonna go ahead and Collected Company into this Eidolon. All right, and then we'll kill them next turn with Kessig Wolfrun. It's cool. All right. If they anger the board, we can kill them with the knights in our hand too. It's cool. That's so great. Mistakes were made, chat. Mistakes were made. Are we done here yet? Look, Kessig Wolfrun is a combo piece. I had in my head that Kessig Wolfrun is a combo piece, and it is. We're gonna use our infinite mana to kill them next turn. It's fine. This is not my deck list. This is a donation deck list. So maybe Ballista should still be in here. It's very possible. Come on, opponent. You can't cast more spells. There's an Eidolon in play. The worst part is I sat there and made 50 mana and like activated my Duskwatch Recruiter a dozen times, and I'm still up 4 minutes on clock here somehow. Nine orbs? Are you referring to Blue-Red Prison? I don't know what 9 orbs is. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off and get my videos formatted. We're going to kill our opponent when we untap. We're going to use the Kessig Wolfrun and the infinite mana that I have to kill them. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm not going to make you sit here for 8 minutes. I'm going to format my YouTube videos while my opponent makes me sit here for whatever reason. So have a good night, folks. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.